Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the 5th Doctor and TARDIS from the Visitation, our final B&M TARDIS for this year. And now this set I wasn't expecting to like as much. I've actually had this set for 2 weeks now and I'm finally reviewing it. I wasn't expecting to like this one as much, but it's actually quite good. Also, it took forever for me to find this site. It took over a month. It didn't appear on my the store that's normally better to get these in Linwood, and the Paisley store. Finally, got them in. So, sorry, just having a drink of water. Yeah, so I was very happy to find it, and I actually bought 2 of these, not to scalp. One was to have this as a set, and the other one was to make a custom pink Happiness Patrol TARDIS, which I will show one day. So, as usual, we'll go over the packaging, even though there's nothing interesting to talk about. That's what we do with action figure reviews. So, title of the set down there: sticker, exclusive Doctor and TARDIS set. This picture of the set at the side. I don't really want to move this camera around too much, but I'll do it for the sake of this. Picture of the set there, information on the Visitation at the back. Pause if you want to read any of that. Okay. Prototype image on the back, and I've got a backdrop of the woods from the Visitation, and if you look closely you can just see the Grim Reaper right there. Anyway, that's the packaging. So, I can't be arsed ripping at the backdrop for this, so instead just have the lovely Visitation DVD as a background. Do you know what? While I'm at it, actually, I will grab Season 19. So there you go. Because that's the Visitation. Done. Right. So we'll go over the Peter Davison figure. Well, it's just another repaint of a 5th Doctor figure. However, this might be my favourite one. So we'll go over, well, the articulation. Head turns side to side. I wouldn't attempt or risk to do a 360, and also this always happens. The paint gets rubbed at the side of Peter Davison figures. You've got your arm, your bicep, your elbow, your wrist, your waist, which is quite well, very spinny. You've got your knee, and you've got your thigh, and that is pretty much it. So, well, the detail. Now the face. It is fucking brilliant. I think this is a very spot on likeness of Peter Davison. I think this is one of the best we've had in a long time for a while, and if we just compare it to the 5th Doctor we got last year, I mean, yeah, you can clearly see there is quite a difference. This just looks more like Peter Davison in my opinion. It's got more of his his youthfulness sort of look, and he just looks great, to be honest. And obviously this one's hatted, which is nice to have. And he's also got the red shirt on the inside, question mark, celery, cricket jumper, which is white with the red, and actually they've got these accurate as well. Now beforehand, sorry about this camera. Beforehand, these were always either the incorrect colours or just not painted like in the correct pattern. However, with this, they've done that, and it's great. It's accurate. It's how it should be, with the brown, white, red, and black. We've got the coat, which normally they paint over. However, this time they've just left it as the base colour, which I'm gonna be honest, is better. We've got obviously the red sort of stripes on the pocket, the red stripes around his wrist. We've got his buttons, Celery's done actually quite well, I must say. The green and the sort of white. I've also got the red band around his cream hat, and the trousers now. They've been brilliantly painted. We've also got this sort of almost dirty bronze, dirty gold, with the red and obviously sort of well, I wouldn't even say the base colour is white. I'd say it's more of a camera slipping. I would say they're not even a white. They were sort of because like yeah, compare them to the shoes, the base colour trousers. They're more of a cream, which I don't know if it's more accurate. Although I'm just looking at that over there. I'm not really sure to be honest, but hey, something different. And we've got his white shoes, which are clean for once. I think sometimes they know put a bit of weather on them, but they're proper clean white cricketing shoes. And that's a lot. I mean, it's a Davison figure. There's not a lot to really go over. But it's a nice figure. I really do like it. And it's nice to have, because this is the thing. I didn't have a proper Fifth Doctor figure for a long time that could. Where's it went? Is that it there? That could canonically, if that's how you say it, hold his sonic screwdriver. Obviously, it gets destroyed in the visitation, but you know, it works quite well. So it's nice to have a Fifth Doctor that can actually do that. Now, one problem with this figure, and be careful. I mean, I think this is a problem with all of them. Yeah, B&M can't seem to get Fifth Doctor trousers right because last year, obviously, there were these, which are obviously not accurate. Now I think it's just because it's easier to do. I think they were too late into production when they realised they made a mistake and they just went ahead and released it anyway because I don't think they had time to change it or simply couldn't be asked. These are obviously accurate, however there's a problem with these that seems to be on all of them. That leg is fine. This one, there it is. You can see they've not printed this gold and red properly, so he's just got this big sort of cream stripe down his trouser, which, I mean, it's on the inside. If it was at the front I would be annoyed, but it's on the inside of the leg, so you know, like you don't notice it, which is also a good thing. But that's what I've really got to say. He's a nice figure. You know, another Peter Davison to add to the many other fucking variants we've had. And we'll just quickly go over the TARDIS. Now, it's the same sculpt as them always. One thing that's majorly changed with this TARDIS in particular is the weathering. Well, not the weathering. The feel of it. Now, if you don't know, B&M TARDISes are normally known for casting them in the colour, which leaves a sort of glossy plastic, and then they apply the wash on top. So, sorry about this camera, by the way. Well, this fucking stand, I need to get a better one. So they apply a wash on the top, and it obviously leaves it sort of giving that waxy, powdery texture. That's not a problem with this one. There's still a tint of gloss in it, like a teeny tiny tint, but it's not like it's nothing compared to like before. I mean, a perfect example of this is the Peldon TARDIS. How it is clearly it's done in a glossy plastic, and this wash is just applied on the top, and it just doesn't give it like a right feeling. So it's been much done better. I think the thing is, like, they didn't have much money to put into this set anyway. They've just clearly put it on the TARDIS, which is the right choice in my opinion. So I much prefer this to the Chaos Van der Zandt TARDIS we got last year. Although my one problem with it, I think it's a bit too dark. It should be a slightly lighter, because obviously the TARDIS prop was the same colour that Thomas Yardley Jones TARDIS was the same colour for seasons 18 and 19, I believe, and then 20 it went darker, and obviously continued into season 21. but it's nice having one that's not. I don't like stuff that. This is the thing. Stuff like something that you can use like across other things. Making it episode specific, I don't like, because like the thing is with the Caves of Androzani TARDIS, you can't really use it as a season 21 TARDIS. You can only use it for Caves of Androzani because of the mud. If they didn't apply mud to it, it'd just be a season 21 TARDIS. But I guess people wanted that specific variant, so it's fine. So obviously it's blue. Now I don't know about the inaccuracies on this, because there will be, no doubt. But the thinner base works really well with this. Although I would have liked if they painted the base black, and that way it could have been the sort of Black Orchid TARDIS, because obviously the Fifth Doctor walks out. I think he's just took his hat off, but they could have still done it with a hat, But I would have preferred the black base, just because it would have made it a bit more different. But at the same time, it's just nice having one that's sort of proper blue. Signs at the top, the same on all four sides. We've also got the windows, which actually they've been done really well, I will say. With a sort of yellow tint in them and the really nice black wash on top. Obviously this has got a brown wash applied to this. Very subtle, not as heavy as some of the other ones, which I like. And obviously got the pull to open sign, which has a wash on it. And I've got the little lock and the handle. And, well, that's it. And obviously the best feature in the world, opening doors. I will say though, at the start, this door is really stiff. Like, it was a bit hard to close, but now because I've opened and closed it quite a couple of times, it's obviously going to loosen it, which is good. And obviously the button there closes it, and that's it. Oh yeah, and the lantern. Well, it's got the, and obviously sort of the cross, and also the bits, the little paneling that like stacked, and these, I don't know what you call these, but these bits that stick out. Everything you expect on a classic TARDIS. I think actually that's something I'm going to point out. This now, obviously they've been doing this thing where they're using tape now to hold the doors, and that's fucking warping them, which is incredibly annoying. They're now sticking tape on top of the lantern, apparently to stop it rubbing on the top. However, I don't think that was really an issue beforehand, to be honest. So it's just, I don't like it. I need to take it off with a wipe or something, but not too keen on that idea. But oh well, and that's it. That's all I've really got to say. And obviously, the same issue as all of them. Yeah. So, that is the Fifth Doctor and TARDIS from the Visitation. It's a nice set, to be honest. I mean, I think this is my second favourite of the last wave, the October wave. I prefer it to the Companion set. I prefer it to the Terror of Zygon set. Don't know if I prefer it to the Chase set, because I've actually just got the Chase set and I'm going to be reviewing it after this. And the Chase set, I must say, has really grown on me. But I don't know, I need to decide. Overall, it's a nice set. If you can get it, get it. If you don't want it, don't want it. I don't have much to say, because it's just another TARDIS set. I think this is a sign that they're clearly running out of ideas now. Stuff that I would love to see with these TARDISes. I want a Hartnell TARDIS with like, well, first of all, I want the proper new roof sculpt, but I would love to see a Hartnell TARDIS with the new Troughton lantern. I would love to see that, and the thinner base. I would also like to see the white TARDIS from the Mind Robber. Quite a couple of 60s TARDISes I would like to see, because they've pretty much covered the rest that they could do now. So, yeah, I would like, so Hartnell TARDIS with the Troughton lantern, a white TARDIS from the Mind Robber. I would love to see that, and only paint these two sides as it's accurate. And the other one I just said. Oh, actually, that's it. I want one where the door handle is on this side, because the TARDIS prop is like that at one point. I would love to see that, but yeah. Anyway, that's all I've really got to say. It's a nice set nonetheless, and if you love TARDISes like me, pick it up. and that's it. It's a good set though. Do try and get it. It's a good one. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.